protection by the president and for the president. Ever wondered why the most protected people in the world are the presidents or the state leaders? In this video, we're going to talk about them, so make sure to keep watching until the end. Number 6. Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un, born 8 January 1982 or 1983, is a North Korean politician who has been Supreme Leader of North Korea since 2011 and the leader of the Workers' Party of Korea, WPK, since 2012. He is the second child of Kim Jong-il, who was North Korea's second Supreme Leader from 1994 to 2011, and Ko Young-hui. He is the grandson of Kim Il-sung, who was the founder and first Supreme Leader of North Korea from its establishment in 1948 until his death in 1994. Now we know why he's on the list of most protected presidents in the world. During his visit to South Korea, the leader of North Korea, Kim was traveling in a procession of armored Mercedes. Behind his limousine, 12 bodyguards were running, protecting the car from the sides and behind. Looking a little strange and funny, we won't deny it. In general, presidential's cars are accompanied by a caravan of motorcyclists, and more often than not the car travels without an additional escort because it's already pretty armored. However, in Kim's case, everything is pretty different. The leader of North Korea is really concerned about his safety, and apparently prefers bodyguard on foot. After all, they're not distracted by riding the motorcycle, and focus all their attention on protecting the life and health of Kim, who prefers to be protected by as many people as possible. 15,000 personal bodyguards protect Kim. Of course, not all at the same time, but the number speaks for themselves. Kim also has a personal guard, the so-called Protection Command, which includes 120,000 people. Why does he need so much protection? The fact is that his father and grandfather suffered dozens of assassination attempts, so it's not surprising that Kim treats his security issues with great care. Number 5. Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, born 26 February 1954, is a Turkish politician serving as the current president of Turkey since 2014. He previously served as Prime Minister of Turkey from 2003 to 2014 and as mayor of Istanbul from 1994 to 1998. He founded the Justice and Development Party in 2001, leading it to election victories in 2002, 2007, and 2011 before being required to stand down upon his election as president in 2014. He later returned to the AKP leadership in 2017 following the constitutional referendum that year. Coming from an Islamist political background and self-describing as a conservative Democrat, he has promoted socially conservative and populist policies during his administration. The president of Turkey is also an expert in personal security. His bodyguards are not only found in the great processions that travel the streets at an incredible speed, illuminating the road with flashing lights. Among those responsible for the security of Recep are snipers who watch over everything that happens from above, ready to open fire at any time. If something dangerous threatens the president. By the way, do you think all heads of state use business-class armored cars? Well, no. Erdogan sometimes moves in a presidential bus off-course with a caravan and snipers on the roof, and who knows how they manage not to fall from over there. While the president and his wife, hiding before thick armored glass, greet the citizens of Turkey, perhaps this form of travel seems safer to them. Number 4. Shinzo Abe. Japan's youngest former minister in history, Shinzo Abe, was in fact the country's head of state. He served from the Liberal Democratic Party from 2006 to 2007 and again from 2012 to 2020. He is the longest-serving prime minister in Japanese history. Abe travels with a long procession of high-tech armored vehicles, accompanied by a personal guard, and if he has to pass through a busy road, security literally comes out of the window to ask other cars to slow down and let the prime's minister through. Yep, no roads blocked. Remember the guards who ran with Kim's cars? Well, it seems that tradition exists in Japan as well. But in this case, we kind of understand why it'd be difficult for several motorcycles and the Prime Minister inside the car to ride along a narrow street. Number 3. Donald Trump. Does Donald Trump need an introduction? Trump served as the 45th U.S. president, before which he was a businessman. Trump expanded his company's operations to building and renovating skyscrapers, hotels, casinos, and golf courses. He later started various side ventures, mostly by licensing his name. Trump and his businesses have been involved in more than 4,000 state and federal legal actions, including 6 bankruptcies. He owned the Miss Universe brand of beauty pageants from 1996 to 2015. From 2004 to 2015, he co-produced and hosted the reality television series The Apprentice. Trump's political positions have been described as populist, protectionist, isolationist, and nationalist. He entered the 2016 presidential race as a Republican and was elected in an upset victory over Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton, while losing the popular vote, becoming the first U.S. president without prior military or government service. His election and policies sparked numerous protests. Trump made many false and misleading statements during his campaigns and presidency, to a degree unprecedented in American politics. Many of his comments and actions have been characterized as racially charged or racist, and many as misogynistic. Throughout his career, Trump has sought media attention with a love-hate relationship with the press. Trump ordered a travel ban on citizens from several Muslim-majority countries. Imagine having such a bad political portfolio. Now imagine the rage and anger and the need for personal security. It is believed that even before entering into politics, Trump spent $120 million on his personal security every year. He also rides the Beast car, which is believed to be bomb-proof. Number 2. Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping is a Chinese politician who has been serving as General Secretary of the Chinese Communist Party and Chairman of the Central Military Commission since 2012 and President of the People's Republic of China since 2013. Xi has been the paramount leader of China, the most prominent political leader in China, since 2012. Xi has often been described as a dictator or an authoritarian leader by political and academic observers, citing an increase of censorship and mass surveillance, a deterioration in human rights, the cult of personality developing around him, and the removal of term limits for the leadership under his tenure. Xi's political thoughts have been incorporated into the party and national constitutions. As the central figure of the fifth generation of leadership of the People's Republic, Xi has significantly centralized institutional power by taking on a wide range of leadership positions, including chairing the newly formed National Security Commission, as well as new steering committees on economic and social reforms, military restructuring and modernization, and the Internet. The Central Security Bureau is the Chief Security Detail Military Bureau responsible for Xi Jinping's security. Along with a motorcade, fully equipped car, and personal security, he ranks second on our list. Number 1. Vladimir Putin. Well, yes, you guessed it right. Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin is a Russian politician and former intelligence officer who is serving as the current president of Russia since 2012, previously being in the office from 1999 until 2008. He was also prime minister from 1999 to 2000 and again from 2008 to 2012. As of 2021, Putin is the second longest-serving European president, after Alexander Lukashenko of Belarus. According to public opinion surveys conducted by NGO Levada Center, Putin's approval rating was 60% in July 2020, and the highest of any leader in the world. Putin's popularity rose from 31% in August 1999 to 80% in November 1999, never dropping below 65% during his first presidency. In January 2013, his approval rating fell to 62%, the lowest point since 2000 and a 10-point drop over 2 years. Observers see Putin's high approval ratings as a consequence of the significant improvements in living standards and Russia's reassertion of itself on the world scene that has occurred during his period of office. One analysis attributed Putin's popularity, in part, to state-owned or state-controlled television. A joint poll by World Public Opinion in the U.S. and Levada Center in Russia around June-July 2006 stated that neither the Russian nor the American publics are convinced Russia is headed in an anti-democratic direction, and Russians generally support Putin's concentration of political power and strongly support the renationalization of Russia's oil and gas industry. Russians generally support the political course of Putin, and his team in a 2005 survey showed that 3 times as many Russians felt the country was more democratic under Putin than it was during the Yeltsin or Gorbachev years, and the same proportion thought human rights were better under Putin than Yeltsin. He worked for many years in Russia's Federal Security Service before climbing the political ladder and becoming president. Putin, of all people, has an appreciation for the necessity of heightened protection because he is a man with many enemies. Since 2016, 4 FSO officers from his personal guard have been appointed regional governors, making the unusual leap from the shadows into public life. These officers are sometimes dressed in suits looking like a cliched image of a security guard, but many times they are dressed in plain clothes mingling in the crowd. Not just 4 FSO officers, he has almost an army behind him. An aircraft with military communication gears and defense in case it is attacked it can refuel. Well, that was all for today. If you liked our video, then please do like, comment, and share. And also let us know your favorite in the comment section below. Until next time, see you.